Welcome back, everyone, to another Slab Stocks YouTube live stream. My name is Aaron, your host, co-hosted by Nate here. Nate, welcome once again to another show. I feel like I say that every week because I do say it every week.
Can I hijack the beginning of this?
Sure. Go ahead. We got to get started because we got a lot to talk about, but what do you got?
Sure. So obviously you're a Bucks fan. I'm a Bucks fan. How nice has it been to watch the whole narrative on Chris Middleton and Giannis change? So obviously I'm a little bit, we're close to the situation and I'm a little bit pessimistic about the whole situation because we love Giannis and Chris. But for years it's Chris isn't good enough to be a second star. And then it started being, Giannis could go for 30 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks, and it would be, well, he didn't make his free throws, or he can't shoot threes. So he might get his points, but since he can't shoot, he's just not that good.
Yep.
And now we're watching these playoffs, everyone's tunes on Giannis and Chris completely changing, and it has been the most beautiful thing in the world.
Do you know what I love is that Giannis has now given us 2 historic all-time plays, thanks to Drew Holiday on the second one. But seriously, like, it's just so cool seeing people actually respect what's going on versus finding something wrong all the time.
It's been absolutely. It's been. It's something that us as Bucks fans know. We know how clutch Chris Middleton can be.
Yeah,
and he's made 15 go-ahead or tie or go-ahead buckets in the fourth quarter of this playoffs.
They weren't close enough to ever have tie or go-ahead the last game, but I hope he gets one more because I'll put him ahead of LeBron all time for one finals or one playoff run.
So it's been really fun to have people know what we know.
I agree, but really quick, I did say I want him to get one more, but I almost would rather not have to have a heart attack tomorrow. So maybe we can win by more than one tying or go-ahead bucket in the fourth.
I agree. Also, really quick, Kendall F says, let's talk prospects, Blue Jays prospects. Aaron, you know who Elvis Martinez is, right?
Oh, of course, man. I was on to him 3 years ago that I actually bought a couple of his non-autos when they came out because he didn't have autos right when his home released.
Did you sell them?
A while ago. I doubled or tripled in probably 3 months.
Oh, well, you know what he did last week?
What?
7 home runs, including a 3 home run game.
What?
1 week, 7 home runs.
Do we need to get him in a Slab Stocks Pro?
No. I mean, probably, but not right now.
That's big time. That's big time.
But yeah, it was pretty incredible. Every single day I went on Twitter. It was or Elvis Martinez home run today, or Elvis Martinez home run today. Yeah. I'm like, holy crap.
Creed, hey Aaron and Nate, when is the Stadium Club charity break? So that's a great question. We will talk way more about the charity night at the end of today's show, or towards the end of today's show. Actually, I meant to say towards the middle of today's show. Either way, tomorrow, July 20th, starting at 3 p.m. Eastern time, Nate will be here in Milwaukee. We will be doing a charity night pre-show where we have, I think, I'm looking at them right now. I think there's 10 or 11 boxes that have sold out, or there's 1 or 2 spots left in a Noir and the Cup Hockey box. Slabstocks.com/shop for the last couple spots if you want to jump in. 100% of the proceeds go to Camp Kesem. Sends kids to camp for free whose parents have or had cancer. And we also, I'll update this more later, have sold a ton of custom redemptions for the July 30th main event. But stay tuned and we'll talk more about that as we get going. But tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern time, I will put out a tentative schedule to our Slab Stocks Instagram story for the breaks tomorrow. I don't know what order they're going to be in, but they're starting at 3 p.m. Eastern time, all of them. So stay tuned for that. I'll try to put together tonight and post that. All right, first topic of discussion for today. So we are going to jump into talking about the PWCC Premier Auction for the first bit of today's stream. And there was some crazy stuff that went down, not necessarily tied to these 2 cards, but we did see an SGC 9.510 LeBron James rookie patch auto of 99 go for $900,000. It just was under that $1 million mark. I'm a little surprised it didn't break $1 million. I think a BGS 9 sold for 1.8 3 months ago maybe. And The MJ PMG red numbered out of 100. The last 90 are red. The first 10 are green. So there's only 90 reds. BGS 8 sold for 312, which is a little light as well, as I thought that would go over 400 based on a previous sale. And these were the two cards that we pinned against each other as maybe the most expensive in the auction. LeBron, as we all probably assumed, we knew it was going to take the cake, and it did. Not much to pick apart with these two. There's way more for the other cards that we will talk about, so don't want to spend too much time on these two. Both super iconic cards, like biggest basketball cards of all time, iconic. And then we got the baseball one. Nate, talk about the baseball. You're the one that took this one on for our preview video.
Yeah, so obviously the Mickey Mantle is the most iconic baseball card of all time, and I would argue probably the most iconic card of all time.
I would too, because if you think about Hank Aaron's career, that card on the left is selling for way more if that mantle wasn't the most iconic card of all time.
Correct. Now, the thing is, the card on the left, the Hank Aaron, is a better grade from a better company. Not that should matter, but it does. And he is the better player, and it's an iconic card in his own right. Like the 54 Hank Aaron is an absolutely iconic card itself. We all expected the mantle to go for more. You could have just done a quick eBay search and figured that one out. But it would be nice if we could, close the gap here a little bit on our guy, Hank Aaron, as one of the most iconic cards of all time, especially a PSA 8, going for half the price of an SGC 4.5.
I do wonder if this Hank Aaron was a little better centered.
Yeah.
If it would have went for like well over 60, because as we know, we'll talk about here soon, the MJ rookie PSA 10 that sold for the all-time high $840,000, which is double what any have sold recently for. It had a PWCC S sticker, which classifies it as top 5% for that given carding condition. And I imagine if this Hank Aaron had something similar, or even I think it's an A or an E, or there are other ones for like excellent and maybe amazing. Just kidding. I imagine that this would have sold for well over 60 if it had one of those eye appeal classifications, which it does not have one of those.
Yeah, and the mantle's well centered, all things considered. Little off top to bottom. But
yeah, but for a 4.5, I mean, that looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Really good. All right, and then on the right side, what's up, Henry? And then on the right side, we've got Wayne Gretzky, OPC rookie, PSA 9, went for $102K. Excuse me. And the Connor McDavid SP Authentic Feature Watch Autograph rookie, BGS 1010, numbered out of $999. That sold for $66, and that's a pop one. That's the only BGS 10 McDavid Feature Watch Auto that there is. I am not shocked that it sold for $66. I think that's a really deserving number, and I think in the future it'll be worth well more, especially if this stays pop one. A little surprised about the Gretzky pulling 102, meaning I thought it was going to sell for more, the PSA 9. I haven't done any price research on this card to figure out what it sold for. I don't know why it's 102. The only reason why I think is that there was some coloring loss here. I'm like sitting here thinking, and I'm pretty sure that like a Topps PSA 9 goes for way above this, and this is the OPC from Canada. Like, this should have sold for way more than 102, unless that coloring really detracted people. The old grade really detracted people. Maybe the eye appeal of the bottom edge and the left edge, although these were wire cut, so they all, that doesn't ding the grade on them. Sold for 102. I mean, the BGS or the PSA 10 sells for $3.75 million. So I really thought this was going to sell for like well over $300,000, but it didn't. Maybe if anyone's like a super huge hockey collector or knows a lot about the Gretzky OPC in the chat, please make some comments on why this might have sold for $102,000, which is obviously a great number. Like, that's huge, but just comparing to the other sales of the Gretzky's. And then we've got the two of the last ones here. We got the MJ Exquisite comparison. So we got the Authentic and the PSA 10 Auto on the Emblems of Endorsements, which is one of the rarest Exquisite sets, actually. It might be the rarest Exquisite set from 2003, as this one's number 9 out of 15, which is really really rare for Exquisite. And then you got the number pieces here, which is numbered out of 23, BGS 8.5. So the Emblems of Endorsement went for $360K. The number pieces went for $216. Nate, I don't know about you, but if it's just based on looks, which I know cards aren't all based on looks, I would way rather have the number pieces and the Emblem of Endorsements. I mean, I think that this, like, horizontal / vertical auto where it's like turned sideways looks so cool on that card. I don't know about you, but I'm a big fan of the number pieces on the right.
It feels like a Contenders card almost. I know the Contenders autos are on the bottom, but
yeah, it is a little set up that way though. I get what you're saying. I love that card a ton.
I do agree. I like it better. It's a little bit more artsy.
Yeah, it's a BGS 8.5 also, which is really, really good compared to the PSA Authentic. You'd imagine this card would not grade an 8 or an 8.5 with Beckett if it's an Authentic. The 10 auto is nice. I'm sure that this MJ probably has a 10 auto as well. Looks really good. But yeah, I was a little surprised, but I know that guys like Spinatron, huge high-end exquisite collectors, love the emblem of endorsement set. So, I'm not the one that can spend the money on this, so I'm not the one that can determine the prices on it, I'll tell you that much. The people that can have, and they obviously are saying emblem of endorsements way more important. And then on the right, we had a fun little thing here where we were using kind of off-brand sets, not Topps, not Panini, not Upper Deck. We've got the Rock from, what is that, 94, the Bumblebee PSA 10, the perforated card, and then the SGC 10 gold label MJ Nike card. And I can't believe it. They sold for the exact same price, which is funny because, we do the debates to see which one will sell for more and talk about the significance of the cards, and they both sold for the same price. I'd way rather have the MJ, but that's just me. I know that, this personal preference, right? Some people love movies. They'd probably rather have the Rock, stuff like that.
It's crazy how you have literally one Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson card to choose from.
Well, you got the wrestling ones too, but one football card.
But, and it goes for $27,600. You've got a bunch of Michael Jordan cards to choose from, but obviously this is the Nike promo. Nike holds some weight.
Right.
I feel like I would have thought the Rock actually would have gone for more.
This Rock for sure sold for over 40 grand on an auction. That was back when like Timbaland and Deshaun Watson, had it at launch, and I think that Timbaland then sold it for 40 grand or something. So it is down from the top. This PSA 10 of this Jordan was once worth like 40 to 50. And obviously SGC 10 is not going to sell for PSA 10, but this is the gold label to point out. This is the top SGC grade, the pristine gold label.
And it's got a Mike Baker gold.
It does, which means pretty much that's graded what it should be, I believe. Like the black diamond would mean like it's like the best of the best. It's just kind of reaffirms it, I think. From my knowledge, at least. I might be wrong on that. And this is for sure the most interesting one, which we actually didn't do a debate about this at the start of the auction, and it's not really even worth debating the price of it after, but it's worth at least commenting on the price of it after, because the PSA 10 with the S sticker down there, that's not actually on the case. I photoshopped that in for anyone wondering. It says it's top 5%, the PWCC S, and the 9.5 sold for $72K, and the PSA 10 sold for $840. This is a confirmed sale. Plenty of people on Instagram were saying, oh, shield bidding this, market manipulation that. And you have to be pre-approved to be able to spend over $25,000 to bid on one of these items. Like, you have to be. You can't just like log in and bid all you want and then not pay. So first of all, that helps. Second off, 72 Woot 72, who combined to donate half of the Giannis Prism Green PSA 10 that's going through a charity auction, he bought that card. So we have now confirmed that the buyer paid for it, confirmed that the buyer actually wanted the card. And when it comes to people who have a lot of money, they want the best of the best. And this is the best of the best when it comes to Jordan. I've seen many comments from people that clearly have followed Jordan 86 Fleer PSA 10s for a while and said this is the best copy they've ever seen, the best centering, the best corners, edges, whatever. And also, if you look at that 9.5, I don't know about you, but that looks a little white down there. That bottom left corner. And
zoom in again?
Yeah, sure.
Maybe it's just glare. Tough to say.
I don't know. I mean, I like the 9.5 at the price. Don't get me wrong. The centering is a little off top to bottom on the 9.5, but holy cow, over 10 times the price.
Yeah, right. I would take 12 of those
9.5s,
9.5 or 11. I'll say 11 of those 9.5s for the price of.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing applies here. Remember what we've said for years now, and what a lot of people say is like, cards only worth what someone's willing to pay. Well, when you get 2 to 3 to 4 people who are willing to pay over $600K on that Jordan because it's the best of the best, and then you get the top 2 people that want it that badly, it'll go that high, And And I imagine, so we had Gary V on our live stream on Instagram yesterday. Great conversation. I want to thank Gary personally for joining that. That was awesome. He took 30 minutes to hop on there and talk about cards, talk about the charity night. He donated $5,000 himself to our Slab Stocks Kesem Fund, which was incredible. I do really appreciate that. And he was, I don't even remember my train of thought was going now. Hey, what was I talking about with Gary?
Gary talking about this card specifically?
Gary talking about something.
Value, what people find valuable?
Oh, I remember now. We were talking about what the next Jordan PSA 10 sells for that's not an S sticker, right? Like this is an outlier. Like the next one that sells is not selling for $840K. I think there's 2 at $500K on eBay right now. And I would imagine it goes at $400K, the next one. They were down as low as $280, I think. I think the next one will sell for $400. There's like 2 on eBay at $500. Gary says that his friends have tried to buy them from him for over $400K, and he's not selling his. He confirmed he has like 11 or 12, I think, yesterday on a stream.
I think it was 11.
11. So, yeah.
Yeah, this is one of those cards that doesn't mean anything in the world of trends in the sports card market. It's fun to report because it's a lot of money, and it's a new whole approach for PWCC to their grading.
But it gives us a good debate too.
But in the end, it does not affect you or me or the bottom 99.9% of collectors. In this
right.
market.
And I would even go as far to say that it doesn't really affect some of the top stuff because this is such a one-off instance. Like we're not going to see our PWCC S PSA 10 come up for sale for a while, probably. I don't know when, but we'll see more 9.5s come up for sale. And if this 9.5 sold for like 150K, then we'd have something to talk about more in terms of like an overall trend.
Yeah. And so like Henry says, nice. That means 90s high-end parallel and insert Jordans are underpriced. And see, that's what we're talking about. This is just one outlier $840,000 sale. Everything else is probably still appropriately priced. I don't think anything's going to move based on this one sale. It's just somebody that really, really, really wanted this specific card and didn't care what they had to spend to get it.
I agree. It's like just because I bought the Mount Sapphire 1-of-1 PSA 10 for a lot doesn't mean that all the base Sapphire PSA 10s are going to sell for now even more, Yeah. Like that's a one-off case. All right. I guess that we're done here. So that was the PWCC Premier Auction for July.
Aaron,
what?
Quick question, because it came across my mind, and I thought about it this morning, and then you brought up Wayne Gretzky. So Wayne Gretzky is first in points, right?
We're talking about Unbreakable sports records.
Yeah.
Wait, can I close up the PWCC auction?
Oh, you're not done yet?
Well, no. Is this about the auction?
Well, I mean, I thought of it because of the auction.
Okay,
but it's not about the auction. I just saw a Giannis post, so I assumed you were done. Please close it out.
All right. No, okay, fine. I'll close it out. Here we go. This was this month's PWCC Premier Auction, July's auction. I think it sold for a total over $7 million. All the cards combined, 66, which was less than their first auction in May. They made quite a few substantially amazing updates to the platform. When the extended bidding winds down, it shows the top 5 items are getting new bids and the prices, which is really cool. You don't even have to refresh. It's just auto refresh all the cards. So definitely look out for next month's August Premier Auction. Pretty excited for that. And now, Nate, let's talk about these Unbreakable records because actually Jared and I talked about a ton of these yesterday. So I'm primed and ready to talk.
Okay. So this morning, I don't know why I was thinking about Wayne Gretzky. I don't really think about hockey that often, but every once in a while I think about Wayne Gretzky. I don't know why. Yeah. And I was like, I was thinking to myself, I knew he was way ahead in points compared to second place, but I was wondering how far ahead he was to second place compared to second place to whatever position would, down the list he is. So he's 936 points ahead of second place all time.
Sure.
Second place is 936 points ahead of 94th place. Second place is closer to 94th place than they are to first place on the all-time points list in NHL history.
That's insane. Who's second?
Now, I know I mean I've seen his name, but is it Jaromir Jagr?
Jaromir Jagr.
You don't pronounce the J's right?
No, Jaromir Jagr. Funny thing is that he's actually played for forever, and we have a OPC Premier, I think, is PSA 10 rookie that's going to be given away through our Kesem Redemption program. So pretty sweet.
this isn't. I didn't. I mean, I know Canadians were good, but
Yeah.
Wayne Gretzky, #1, Canadian. Yager, not Canadian. I don't know what he is. Mark Messier, Canadian. Gordie Howe, Canadian. Ron Francis, Canadian. Marcel something Dione, Canadian. Steve Yzerman, Canadian. Mario
Yzerman.
Lemieux, Canadian. And it keeps going.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. They're the best. Yeah, that's wild, man. That's good stuff. And Nate, wait, explain to me really quick, because I couldn't figure this out yesterday. We were talking about the unbreakable records, talking about Gretzky's point total and everything. So Cal Ripken Jr., when every single time I hear unbreakable record, is his consecutive games played comes to mind. But then you look at his game log for like the 12 straight years or whatever, and it's like 161, 160, 162. Like, how am I missing something here?
I couldn't tell you.
Like, why? How does he have a streak like that for 2,000 plus games if it's not like 162, 162, 162? Unless there was like a canceled game here for this. Like, is that why?
That was probably the thing.
I'd imagine. But then there's a season when there's like 50 in the middle of all the 160 somethings. I think maybe I'm wrong on that one.
Oh, I'm sure it was. Well, the record might have been from 83 to 93.
Someone in the chat, if you know a lot about this Cal Ripken Jr. record. Oh, I see what you're saying. 83 and 93.
Yeah.
Does that it makes it 2000? It could.
It's tough to say.
Yeah, that actually does, I think.
And I don't have an answer to. I don't have an answer to that. But Brett Favre, consecutive game. 94 strike shortened season.
There we go. Thank you for that. 94 strike shortened season.
Okay, so that's the 112. What about 95 with the 144? Started late? Anybody know that?
Yeah, that would be probably super possible. I was thinking about the strike, but I had no idea when it was, so I couldn't really confirm with myself, like yes or no. We're going to say Brett Favre's consecutive start streak?
Yeah. Also unbreakable.
Someone in the chat, or actually not someone, everyone in the chat, comment your most unbreakable record that you can think of right now. I might take another, but I think that there's like 8 straight championships by the Celtics back with Bill Russell or something.
The UCLA's 11 straight conference champion. Oh, wait. Broken by Kansas.
You idiot. I was waiting for that. All right. When you guys all comment those, let's hop into some Giannis talk. Nate brought up at the beginning of the stream in the past month, his 2013 Prism rookie PSA 10s are up to 2,135, which is good for a 70% increase in 1 month. A ton of buy it nows are selling over $2,000. This card got as low as I think $12.50 around there. And now it's up to over 2K, which is great to see as a Bucks fan, seeing people actually respect it, you know. Like, Brian, how many more yards does Jerry Rice have over, is it Randy Moss at number 2? I'd be curious to hear how many that is. Oh, this is crazy. LeBron having at least 10 points for over 1,000 games and still going. That's a big stat. Also, Nolan Ryan over 5,000 strikeouts. That's crazy. Buffalo Bills going into and losing 4 straight Super Bowls. Looks like Nate just pieced out. Bill Russell championships, 11 or 12 from Card Guy Cody. Brady Super Bowl titles, which is 7 now. Let's see. Anyone else with a comment? What happened to you? Exited out. At least you didn't end the stream. Never do that again, please. Okay.
Cy Young's games started and games finished.
That's crazy. That was a crazy
749 complete games in his career, 7,356 innings.
That's insane. That's insane. Patriots 17 straight 10-win seasons. Larry Fitzgerald's second and 5,000 yards behind him. Like, even if Larry Fitz played another 8 years, he probably wouldn't catch him, which is crazy. That's insane.
It's insane.
Reggie Miller was at 7 points in 8 seconds, or was it 9 points in 8 seconds? I can't remember.
A couple baseball ones, just because of how baseball's trending. You know, Joe DiMaggio is never going to lose that 56-game hit streak.
I was going to ask you about that because I saw. So let me shout out David Adams Cards. I think it was that posted this to make me start to talk about this. They posted like the unbreakable streak thing, and like the 3 of the first 6 comments was DiMaggio's 56-game hit streak. Is you really think it's that unbreakable? Like, I know, like, compared to like, you know, the whatever some of these other ones which are crazy. Like compared to Gretzky, like I feel like Gretzky's is way more unbreakable, but that's just
yeah, Gretzky is. I mean, they've all gotten to the point where you can't really compare unbreakableness. They're just unbreakable.
Because
nobody's gonna hit 400 again like Ted Williams.
You believe that because of how good the pitching's gone?
Yeah, unless they move the mound back again or something.
Right. I got you. Tell me about the moving the mound back. How far was it before and how far is it now?
Oh, I don't have those numbers in my head.
I was just curious. And wait, wasn't it like
they raised the mound back in the like?
Yeah, was that because of Bob Gibson?
Yeah. They raised the mound. I'm sure they might move the mound back at some point just to make it a little bit more difficult, but we'll see.
Right. All right. Giannis, game 6 tomorrow. Bucks, please win. Please win. Really, really can't wait for that. I'm actually gonna be able to go, which is super exciting. And I'll be very disappointed if I don't see Giannis hoist that trophy at the end of the night. Chicago, Boost 695, July 20th to August 1st, 2021. Nate, what's going on? I don't know what this is.
I think we're enjoying some deep dish pizza.
Yeah, just taking a day trip down, taking the day off. Actually, the week off.
We're going to Chicago to eat some deep dish pizza. Smile at ourselves in the bean thing and take our picture, jumping in front of it. And going down to Navy Pier. I think that's what we're doing.
Wow, sounds like some exciting times. Everything I want to do with Nate is going to Chicago and seeing the bean. Just kidding. July 28th to August 1st is the National. I'm sure many of you have heard us say it in the past 3 weeks now. If you haven't, card show is in Rosemont, which is right next to Chicago. It's right next to the O'Hare Airport at the Dallin E. Stevenson Convention Center. And it's a 5-day show starting on Wednesday, ending on Sunday. We'll be there, booth 695. So please visit us. There we are, the far right of the show. It's in the red carpet area next to the side wall. You'll see Topps' big corporate booth at 676. Just keep walking straight and you'll find us in the corner at 695. Can't wait. Oh, Magic, yes. We are still doing the pre-show tomorrow, starting at 2 o'clock Central Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, and I'll be busting butt down to the stadium right after that.
Quick couple things here. Number one.
What?
I think deep dish pizza is overrated.
No. I'm not saying it's like the best thing ever, but like it's good. That's good stuff.
Like having a slice, maybe 2 slices while I'm down there. Okay, I like cheese. I like sauce, but it's not something I'd want more than like once a year. Whereas regular pizza is something I'd want more than once a year.
Yeah, Gino's East is the place. I've been at Gino's East now every time I went to Chicago for the National. I went to Giordano's a couple times now. I saw Giordano's comment here from Ron.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's overrated. Like Chicagoans will have you believe that it's the greatest thing since sliced bread, and I'm here to tell you that it is not.
Well, I'm here to make you believe that cheese curds are the greatest thing in the world, and some people might say that I'm overrated with that too.
That's true.
I love cheese curds. Nate, I had some cheese curds this past week, and I went to Lakefront Brewery for the first time before going to the Beer District.
The beer is trash, but the food is good.
The beer is okay. It wasn't anything super special. But have you ever had the cheese curds there?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, those things are huge.
Good stuff.
Super good. And then I had wow, you're gonna hate me for this. I had the buffalo chicken strips, which are really good. And then I had some side sausage platter too. So I
was about to say, didn't you get German food while you were at Lakefront Brewery?
I did. And I was really close to getting the chicken sandwich or something else, but I had to settle with the buffalo tenders because their sauce was so good. That was like the strongest buffalo sauce I've ever had. It was super good. Super good. All right. So biggest thing happening at the National for us. We'll be at the booth every day, 695. Come say hi, visit us, do some trades with us, maybe make some purchases or sell some stuff if we do have money. I'm not sure if we will. We gotta sell some stuff first. Other than that, we have our huge charity night that's going down on Friday from 6 to 9 o'clock at night. We've been giving weekly updates to this live stream. So starting on July 1st, we launched our video. which was now 18, 19 days ago, which is crazy. That was like either the quickest 19 days of my life or the slowest, one of the two. I don't know. and here we are at the day of announcement. We had 6 sponsors on board. We had Loop, PWCC, and Stock Access presenting sponsors. And then Jameel from the Mealy Pop Shop. You all know him, Mealy Stocks. Ryan Card Collector 2 and the Patrick Ryan Collection join us as gold sponsors. Well, quickly after that, Wildfire Spread, Panini, U.S. Soccer Break, Slab Shield. This is OTI Sports, Mikey B Cards. Mikey B, really quick shout out to Mikey B. He beat cancer within the last, I think it's like 3 months or so.
Hey.
He's been doing a ton to help us promote this event. He's on Twitter. He's on Instagram. He's telling his people to jump in. And this is very selfless. Think about this, Nate. He's got a breaking audience. Mikey B breaks a lot of cards. He's telling all these people to go spend their money on Kesem charity night when he breaks like once or twice weekly. That's people's money going to Kesem instead of himself.
His customers to go spend their money somewhere else.
Yes, which is super awesome. I can't thank Mikey enough for that. I mean, it's amazing. And he also made a donation, and he bought like over $2,000 in actual Kesem redemption spots too. So, Mikey, man, thank you so much. Then we had Collectible, Luca Tiger LeBron Podcast, Luca Nation, my guys Cajun Andrew, Andy from IndyCar Exchange, Anthony from Summertime Cards, Clay from Clay Cards, GV Sports Cards, Sports Card Live, Jeremy. He's got the top prize in the $500 Kesem Redemption tier. It's the Wayne Gretzky OPC Rookie PSA 3, just like the PSA 9 we reviewed, just like the 3.75 PSA 10, 3.75 million PSA 10. Spinatron, great guy. He's a really, really high-end collector. He's been collecting for a long time. He's got some amazing stuff, and he pitched in a really, really awesome card for us. Burbank Sports Cards out in California. Bleecker Trading out in New York. Buster, thank you for jumping on too. Limestone Cards, Kevin, awesome guy. I love Kevin. Layden Sports Cards, thank you so much. Slam Magazine, Jaspy Sports Cards, Empire State Sports Cards, Cherry Collectibles out in Australia. We have New England Pieces, Nick, thank you. ATL Cards, Kevin and Kyle sent like 13 sealed cases and like 15 sealed hobby boxes or something. Just some insane stuff. And let me preface this with this. Obviously, Kevin and Kyle knew who we were. I've never spoken to Kevin or Kyle in my life. I never even heard of Atlanta Cards before this. They came out and emailed me from this and then sent all that stuff without ever talking to me before, just because they want to help the kids out so much. And it's just insane to see this stuff. Like some people I've never even talked to before are sending, $10,000 packages our way for this, which is unbelievable. Rally Road, Rob, awesome stuff he sent in. One of them was the Yager PSA 10 concept code. DW3 Ball sent 3 Holland Topps Chrome Rookie PSA 9s and Mason Greenwood PSA 10. Tyson Beck, the amazing card creator out in Australia who partners with NBA players to create his own cards. He's also in Topps Product 70. He's in Topps Product 2020. He's sending some of his custom cards he makes, which are, I'm hoping that this package is going to be sick. I mean, I know it is because he makes some really, really cool art. He's done a ton of promotional stuff with the NBA to make different, artworks. And I know he's done some stuff with Kobe before. I think it's all for his charity fund too, which is insane. And Dibs.io, Midwest Cards, one of the others I never talked to before, I think it's Jim from Midwest Cards, sends the massive package with the NT hobby box, the Noir. No, not Noir, my bad. It was the top Sterling, the Prism UFC, Prism basketball hobby, and Prism football hobby, and then some other crazy stuff, Formula One Sapphire, just insane package from Jim. Star Stock, Layden Sports Cards, then upgraded to presenting sponsor. He said, we want to help more. And then sick basketball cards. Thank you so much. And I know that they're helping us promote to their Facebook community, which is awesome. The link for people to help donate. Redbeard Sports Cards sent one of the coolest packages, a full run of 1996 Topps Finest refractors of Mickey Mantle. Every single year of his Topps line that came out, including the 51 Bowman, is in refractor form with the finest peel covering on it. All of them graded by PSA 7 or higher, with the top being a 9. It's so cool. And that's going to go live on our website for sale during the night of the event.
As a set?
It's going to go live for sale as a set, and one person is going to buy it that night and get the entire set. And I hope it's you or whoever's watching and wants that set because it's so awesome. 100% of the proceeds are going to the kids, of course, to go to camp. Black Jade Wolf, shout out to Black Jade Wolf. Always super respectful at the shows. I've seen her a lot for years now. It's going back to the National in 2019, even before that when I wasn't, I was just a kid walking around the show. I remember Black Jade Wolf. The Sports Card Shop, A dad and his son jumped on and sent some soccer boxes, which is amazing. Dad and his sons, I should say, 2 kids he runs the shop with, which is really cool. Alt pitched in as well. Thank you to Alt. They're the ones that combined to buy that Steph Curry Logo Man patch auto 1 of 1. And then here we are. Big shout out to Shine 150 and 72 Woot 72 who combined to send this Giannis Prism Green Rookie PSA 10. Now, this was the top item that's been donated so far to the event. We announced this last week after the Monday live stream, and this card recently sold a few days ago. I'm buying it now for $14.5K. Not ours, not the one that's going to run through PWCC for auction. No eBay fees, no PWCC fees. Huge shout out to PWCC. They're running our high-end auction for us, promoting it as a charity auction. All the proceeds going to Kesem, and there's no eBay fees or no PWCC fees. That's huge, huge for the kids to have none of those fees included. And this card, so for $14.5K and buy it now. There is now no more available for sale publicly. It's a Pop 36. This is going to go live for auction tomorrow night during the Bucks game to end on Friday the 30th. And I talked to Gary yesterday on our live stream. I said, Gary, if the Bucks win on Tuesday night, I actually said when the Bucks win, so I'm kind of stepping back there. But
confidence is key.
I know. I said, Gary, Bucks win. How much does this sell for? On Friday, and he's like $37,500. So that's Gary's call. For charity, the charity element included in this, which is crazy. So really hoping that goes huge for the kids, and we'll see what happens with that. We'll be promoting it and obviously posting a ton about it. And then today, I talked to my guy, Damien. Damien has got the biggest Messi collection in the world. He's the one that's helping bring Ronaldinho to the National this year, a Brazilian superstar. And I talked to him for 10 minutes on the phone. I've never spoken to Damien in my life before that. I posted his collection in April to our Slab Stocks FC page. And within 10 minutes on the phone, he's sending us a plus $10,000 plus Messi rookie card. I'm hoping that it sells for well over $10,000. The last sale, I think, was over $11,000 on June 25th. Just an absolutely insane donation to add to the high-end auction today. And I couldn't be more thankful for Damien and everyone else that donated to this event. It's just incredible. Well over $100,000 in product donations now. And our guys, Brewtown here, local shop, just jumped on today as well. So I'll be picking up a case of Luminance football from them, which is really cool. Luminance football hobby. Just incredible stuff that's going on. And to update, there's a couple more that have sold now during the live stream. If you go on slabstocks.com/shop, a lot of those prizes that were donated are available in our custom redemption program. Every single spot that's bought guarantees an item. It's either a sports card slab, it's a sealed product, it's a sealed pack. There is also a couple memorabilia pieces through there, but every item is guaranteed some type of sports-related sports card item, and all the proceeds go to Camp Kesem, and all of the items are approximately around the value of the spot you're buying in at or way higher, as the top prize in each prize pool is really, really big for that given buy-in price. In the first 24 hours, we posted it yesterday at 5 o'clock Central Time, 6 o'clock Eastern Time. At the start of this live show, I got the numbers, and we have had $32,000 in sales. A total of 368 of the redemptions have sold at 441. That's 83% in 24 hours. That's incredible. I thought it was going to take like a week to sell all these things out, and now we're at 83% in 24 hours. So if you go on to slabstocks.com/shop right now, there's only 2 tiers left now. There's $250 and $50. So let me actually drop the link in here. I forgot I can do that into YouTube, which is awesome. Here is the link to our shop. There's 2 tiers left, the $50 tier and the $250 tier. If you go check it out, there is some spots left in each. I believe that there's like 30 left in the $250. There's 32 left in the $250. And the $50, there's 39 left. So I'm pretty sure that by the end of tomorrow's pre-show, I hope that these are all sold out. So please don't hesitate. Like I said, in 24 hours, you have 83% of the tickets be sold, or the redemptions be sold. So please head over to slabstocks.com/shop. Every single dollar that's spent goes to sending a kid to camp whose parents have had or had cancer for absolutely free. So it's for a great cause. You get some amazing cards. Like you see right there, the top prize in the $250 tier is a KD PSA 9 Topps Chrome Rookie. Sells between $900 and $1,000. And then for the $50 tier, the top prize is a Contenders Basketball 2020 Hobby Box. And then you got the Tatis Rookie PSA 10 for the number 2 spot. And a Bowman.
Forget about those. It's all about the Bowman Chrome box.
Bowman box, not even Bowman.
No, Bowman baseball box.
And then one more time, tomorrow we have the pre-show going starting at 3 p.m. Eastern time. These are the 2 boxes we have left. And there's like 4 spots left in the Noir and 1 or 2 spots left in the Cup Hockey. So if you jump in and buy a card in that, all those proceeds as well go to Kesem. And we'll be opening all those boxes tomorrow here live at 3 p.m. Eastern time. Please join. It'll be a super fun time. And then we'll be able to make our first donations to then Kesem through our donation page for you all to track and see how much money we're able to raise for the kids. And let me drop here so that you all can track over the next 2 weeks. Or if you don't want to buy sports cards, you just want to help out the cause. This is the donation page that all the donations will be running through for the event. The goal is $100,000. I have a strong feeling we're going to break that and go well over. And we are currently at 5,430, not counting any of those tickets that were sold today and yesterday, not counting the pre-show, which will be donated after the pre-show is done. So track it there. Y'all can see how much money is getting racked up, all for the kids. And once again, thank you for listening to my message. I think it was like 10 minutes or so, but I do really appreciate it. And lastly, so we've had quite a few people. I want to thank the random audience members that have sent us cards, sent us sealed product for the kids. We've gotten a number of slabs in, definitely totaling well over $500 in slabs from random, audience members and whatnot. And I really do appreciate it. All those slabs are, going to be sold for the kids or given away to some people at the event live. There's going to be giveaways if you attend the event live. And I should point out, it's July 30th, 6 to 9 p.m. at the Hyatt O'Hare Rosemont Hotel right across the street from the National in the International Ballroom. It's going to be a blast, Nate. I'm so excited.
Yeah,
so excited.
It's going to be the National is fun. We're always excited. But
Right.
This year there's going to be just a little bit extra juice, I think, from us because we get to look forward to this on Friday night.
Yeah, and honestly, I haven't had a second to think about any of my cards I have that I'm bringing or any of that. All I'm thinking about is this. And, hopefully we can raise as much money for these kids as possible. And I should say, because I know people listen to this podcast a lot versus the YouTube stream, is that if you do wish to send in a slab or a sealed product that's valued at over $25, the P.O. Box is P.O. Box 320384, Franklin, Wisconsin 53132. You can address it to Slab Stocks. So thank you, everyone, for listening to that. I hope to see you on the YouTube live stream as well. This entire event will be live on July 30th, 6 to 9 p.m. Central Time on YouTube Live. All right, we've got 18 minutes or so left. Please submit any sports card-related questions you have. It can be about the conversation with Gary from yesterday. It can be about the market in general, specific sport, a player that Nate might have some info on prospect-wise that you all can't get because Nate's an insider. Just messing around.
That's what I am. Hey, I have a question.
What's up?
Little Caesars, yes or no?
Little Caesars?
Yeah.
I think I've had it once in my life. I have no idea. How much are their pieces? $5, right? Or something?
$5 hot and ready. I have a hot take for you.
Let's hear it.
I'd rather have a Little Caesars hot and ready pizza for $5 as long as I eat it within 10 minutes than any Papa John's pizza.
Papa John's isn't that great, so I don't really know if that's a hot take.
I know people that like Papa John's more than they like Toppers, and I'm telling you, Papa John's is trash. I'd rather have Little Caesars.
What about Toppers? I know you're a big Toppers guy. Is it James?
It depends on where you go. I've had really, really bad experiences with Toppers, depending on the store, and then really good experiences, and it's kind of hit or miss. So I do love it overall. It's just. Oh no, Cody, no, don't say his name out loud. I'm still buying cards.
Who is that?
Everson. Oh, I missed it. Everson, and I don't even know how to spell or say his last name, though Cody did switch the I and the E around there.
Herrera?
He is a kid that just got called up from rookie ball and is hitting 400, 500, 600, 400 average, 500 on base, 600 slugging in his first week with 3 home runs. Went 4 for 4 yesterday, getting on base like crazy. And he's the 17th prospect, and 17th Yankees prospect, and I'm pretty sure when the MLB rankings come out, and you can get his autos for $45 right now. When the rankings come out again. I imagine if he keeps this up, he's going to be a top 100 guy and also in the top 5 for the Yankees list.
Got you. Jim, I can donate 2 Ken Griffey Bowman 1989 cards if you want. I got 6 in a box I bought 3 weeks ago. Well, sure. You can send them to the address, the P.O. box. I know we're saying slabs only, but I'm sure some people wouldn't mind getting some Griffey Jr. rookies. How come you didn't ask Gary V what exact cards he was targeting to stock up on at the National? Remember, he said he wanted 10 to 12 he was looking for. What were the 10 to 12? I don't know. I didn't ask him. He doesn't give me any inside info. I was just going to let him go and do his thing. I didn't want to ask him to share all 10 to 12, but I figure that a lot of them have to do with autographs of certain legends because he seems to be on this auto kick now. That he's now discovered in this after his NFT craze went on. It tastes like cardboard. That might be Little Caesars, I'm thinking.
Or it might be Papa John's. Gabriel, explain yourself. Which one are you talking about? Papa John's or Little Caesars?
Aaron loves the chicken tenders from Little Caesars.
There was a couple baseball questions in here. I like this. Nate, Bowman first chrome or top sapphire? I gotta go sapphire. Like I love first chrome, but sapphire is just.
How about this one?
Amazing.
A Bowman sapphire auto.
Well, Bowman chrome auto all day.
Wait. Listen to me. Bowman sapphire Heber Perez auto, numbered out of 99, whatever the color is. I think it's like teal or yellow. And then compare that to like a purple non-sapphire auto.
Okay, I like this. So I think I'd rather have the purple.
I don't know what the prices are. I don't know if they're similar. I was just kind of going with like a better.
I'm not a fan of Bowman Sapphire. I think it's a little bit gimmicky. I think Topps Chrome Sapphire was an excellent product. I think Topps Chrome Sapphire Update is a trash product. I think Bowman Sapphire of any product is a trash product. I'm a Topps Chrome Sapphire guy or regular Bowman guy, but not a combination of the two.
I must say the Jason Dominguez Sapphire is a nice looking card. I would also add in that if you back off before they started Sapphire for Bowman, those atomics from Wander Franco's year 2019 non-autos are so nice, and that can be seen as kind of like the scarce non-sapphire, and I like those a lot. Also,
another hot take, the atomic, like the 2019 Topps Chrome Sapphire, I think looks really good. I know it's sapphire, but it looks diamondy. I don't love the blue, the actual sapphire blue that they have of like Ronald Acuna.
Wait, I thought that was opposite. I thought you liked the 2018, but you didn't like the 2019.
Maybe at one time, but I flip-flopped back. I don't love the blue.
So you like the Tatis?
Correct.
Did I tell you? I'm gonna announce this later on Instagram. Did I tell you what Phil Hughes just hit me up and donated today for the charity event?
A Tatis
Sapphire rookie PSA 10. I know. Good man. And I'll announce that tomorrow probably on Instagram. It's super cool. It's going into the PWCC high-end auction. It's going to be big time. How long until card prices are back to February and March levels? It totally is card dependent. That's my opinion. I think that Nate probably is in the same case here. Like there's certain cards that are not going to reach. Never say never, but most likely are going to have a very difficult time reaching back to February and March values. And in my opinion, every new PSA submission that comes back makes it just that much harder to ever regain to those values of the cards that are not numbered.
I figure if a guy like Tatis ever hits those values again, it's going to be like 7 years from now when he's won multiple MVPs and is, on Mike Trout path, as opposed to
I feel like it's gonna
literally whoever else you want to say.
But also there's like there's rare cards that are already, in my opinion, getting closer to that. It take more advanced research to really see like how it's moving. I'm just sitting here kind of thinking about some cards that we're selling, but definitely it just has to do with the rarity and this supply and demand is all it comes down to. It's how many base PSA 10s are getting put into the market for sale and how many are getting held on to. Any big singles that you have in your collection you're going to grade at the show? I don't know if I'm going to take the time to ever wait in a line at the show to get a card graded because I know I can just kind of send it to them if I really want to pay $250 or $200 to get a card graded. I don't foresee myself taking the time out of the show to ever wait in a line to give a card a PSA just to pay $200. I have some cards I want to grade that I would do if I didn't care about the time at the show, but there's no way I'm going to give up the valuable time of the show to do that.
Is SGC grading at the show?
I'd assume so. I don't know how much or it's going to cost or the time frame and all that stuff. And yes, Phil Hughes does have the Sapphire Superfractor Auto of Tatis. I don't know if he has the normal Topps Chrome, but he does have the Sapphire Super Auto. I think he might be bringing it to the show. Timo, thank you, man. Good to see you.
What's up, Timo?
Thanks for the kind words on the interview. There was a question about the grading. Any news on PSA opening up additional service levels from Kendall? I've not heard anything new. I've not heard any announcements. I've not heard any rumblings, which I assume that they're not going to leak out any information because the one time if they did, it's got flooded with cards. So they just opened up the $200 Express at July 1. I imagine after the National, sometime in August or September, you might see another service level open, but it's going to take them probably until 2022 to see any like $25, $30, $35 grading through like a group subber. It's just a speculation, though. What Olympic event are you looking forward to the most? Any idea when Panini's men's trampoline boxes are dropping? Olympics should be fun. I'm actually like not gonna probably watch, but it's like cool that baseball is back. And the reason why I'm not watching is because all the MLB players are in season; they won't be playing. It's like Tyler Austin, I think, was one of the only names I recognize other than the prospects. And was he a free agent right now, which is why he's playing?
It's just it's ridiculous to me that it's kind of the same thing that's probably happening with
NHL. It happens in NHL all the time with the
NHL. But I was thinking Greece specifically for their the fact that they have very few quality NBA players and two of them are on the same team that are now in the championship. You don't get Giannis or Thanasis. Pretty brutal.
Question. I mean, they could physically get them if Giannis wanted to push the limits. I don't know if he's going to do it, though.
I doubt it. You just win a championship. I don't think you want to go play in the Olympics.
No, I get it, but Chris and Drew are going.
That's true.
And I would argue that it means more to Giannis, not necessarily that like I'm trying to like diminish how much it means to Chris and Drew playing in the Olympics, but like he's got the entire country.
Well, Greece isn't. Sam's right. Greece isn't in it. There's only like 8 teams or something.
There we go. Thanks, Sam.
But it's I don't know. It's a rough time for. I think I would have done baseball as a Winter Olympic sport, but just had it like in a stadium somewhere, indoor stadium.
That makes sense.
And I guess basketball is just there's no luck because unless you have a fall Olympics, you're not playing basketball. You're not getting all the stars.
For sure. Card guy Cody Riley Green should be a top 10 prospect. Totally huge Detroit fan, so maybe I'm biased. Nate, is he biased or should Riley Green be a top 10 prospect? Or is he biased and should he still be a top 10 prospect?
I mean, he's biased, but also, there's literally so many good young minor leaguers in baseball that, I mean, Riley Green's good, but is he top 10 to me? Probably not. Is he a top 30? Sure.
Got you. Will Giannis win Finals MVP? Absolutely. It would probably take like a 50-point game and a game-winning shot for Chris Middleton to win Finals MVP. Nate, do you agree?
I saw a Stephen A. Smith thing where he said Chris has to be in the conversation because of the time in which he gets his biggest shots.
Yeah.
Clutch moments, but there's no amount of clutch moments in these next 2 games that can probably supplant Giannis.
Not to mention Giannis's clutch moments.
Yeah.
And he's like 32, 14, and 5, and probably like a block or 2 a game or something.
I was also listening to a podcast today where they were talking about how Giannis, you see big moments from Damian Lillard. And people freak out. You see big moments from Kyrie and his peers freak out. You see big moments from LeBron, Anthony Davis, Dwayne Wade, you name them throughout the years. And their peers freak out on Twitter.
Yeah.
Giannis does amazing things on the basketball court, and you don't see any other athletes tweeting out about Giannis except for like J.J. Watt and Sam Decker because they're from Wisconsin.
John Morant, I think, gave Giannis some props one of the games, but you're right. It's so annoying when you see NBA superstar do well and their Twitter just blows up.
Well, they were wondering if it has to do with the fact that these guys are jealous, and that James Harden kind of said, a couple years ago when James Harden said that if he was 7 foot and all he did was run, all he does is run and dunk. If he was 7 foot, he'd be good,
right,
better than Giannis or whatever.
Yeah.
They were wondering if what James Harden said was kind of how everyone under like 6'7" felt, and they harbor feelings towards Giannis because of that. I don't know if it's true, but
I have some more speculation. I know that like Kobe wasn't like hate these guys to a point where like he would like play an Olympic team and wouldn't talk to them, but like Kobe was the mindset, like I have no friends unless they're on my team, and helping me win.
Well, he didn't even have friends on his team half the time.
That's true. But I wonder if Giannis has a similar thing where it's like he's so darn focused, he doesn't connect with these guys. He doesn't train with them in the off season. Yeah.
And, he's not on Team USA with them. And Sam brings up a good point. He's not playing the AAU circuit with them. He's not doing traveling basketball in middle school with them, right?
Yeah.
You're not going to Oak Hills Academy and playing the best of the best high school basketball.
Yeah.
He didn't go play at Duke or Kentucky. He's not John Wall and Boogie Cousins friendship type thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, it makes sense that he's just an outsider. But also if it's like if Luka does something like this, Luka didn't play. He's international. He didn't play with any of these guys ever. But if Luka hits a major shot, these guys come out and give Luka praise.
The only difference
is something amazing. They don't.
The only difference is that Luka was, crowned the prince or knighted the prince, whatever you want to say, coming into the NBA, drafted in the top 3, won trophies at Real Madrid, stuff like that.
True.
I'm not trying to argue that for him. I'm just saying like there was way more like, push behind him coming to America to play in the NBA than Giannis. But I don't care, man. NBA players don't need to like him. He wins a championship and it's going to do amazing things for his image. Like everyone who's ever had, he's not going to win a championship in Milwaukee. He's not going to win. Like, what are you going to say? That's it.
You think they reshoot the end of that Disney movie to include a championship?
Man, that would be unreal. I don't know. Push it back. Get that in there, man. That'd be so cool. Timo, Aaron, and Nate, I bought my first BGS card. Sub grades are 95, 95, 95, 85. Doesn't mention which one is which, though. Should I try to cross this over to a PSA 9 or leave it as is? It's that Joe Burrow rookie ticket signed from Contenders, which is a great card. So, first of all, PSA 9 would probably be better than BGS 9, but then you have to ask yourself, are you willing to pay like the $200 to get it graded? You also have to ask yourself, how does the card look? You can always look at subgrades and say, oh my gosh, it's 0.5 away for a 9.5. That's got a good chance to be bumped, or you can cross it over, and comes down to how does the card look? Like PSA is not going to look at the subgrades and say, oh my gosh, it's so close. Let's give it a 9 or let's give it a 10. And if it looks good, you think it's got a shot to 9, it could be worth it. If it looks good and you think that, BGS was too harsh, maybe a 10s. You never know, but that's a long shot.
It's the surface. I always feel like the surface is the most promising one because a little bit of
now
tender love and care, and you might be able to bump that to a 9.
Now, there's truth to wiping down stuff with microfiber, removing fingerprints that someone might not have before, or dust. But you still have to look at the card, because if there's a dimple or 2 on there, that's not passing. Like that's not getting by PSA. So like well, I'm not saying that Nate's wrong because Nate's right. It's more than just let me buy that easy bump because it's 8.5 surface, All right, everyone. I think we are at a stopping point here other than Jim Baker. 2012 Justin Bieber cards underrated. Bought some off eBay. I've seen them, been circulating around for a while now. To me, could care less. If anyone else wants to buy them, go for it, I guess. But I'll leave it with slabstocks.com/shop. Please, if you want to get some sweet sports cards and help some kids go to camp, that's the spot to be. All proceeds go to Camp Kesem for charity. And we do really thank you. Please catch us tomorrow, July 20th at 3 p.m. Eastern time. Same place here on YouTube Live for the break pre-show. We probably have like 1 or 2 spots left in the boxes for that. be ripping some really cool high-end boxes tomorrow and some low-end boxes too. So really excited. And Nate, thank you for joining once again.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
See you tomorrow. And everyone, Nate will be here tomorrow, which is not a very frequent occurrence on the break stream. So if you want to see Nate open some packs. Also, wait, really quick, Nate, one more thing. We have got 3 boxes going through PWCC auction for to try and max out as much money on those boxes with the per card breaks as possible at the show. High-end boxes. One of them is a 2021 Top Sterling baseball box. Like everything's numbered out 25 or less. Some one-of-ones in their patch autos. Can I count on you to open a box that's worth $1,000? Or are you too nervous?
Oh, I got this.
Good.
Just give me some gloves.
So that's the answer I wanted to hear. All right, everyone. Thank you so much, and we will see you all tomorrow for the pre-show at 3 p.m. Eastern Time.